Hello everyone. In this video, we are continuing class 11 chemistry, chapter 4, chemical bonding and molecular structure. In this video, we will discuss how formal charge on the different atoms in a molecule are calculated. We already know that molecules are neutral. They don't have any charge. The net charge on them is 0. When atoms are attached by covalent bonding due to the sharing of electrons, some atoms acquire charge. That charge is what we mean by formal charge. Before we go into the details, I am Anandamruthamkadhakal. I welcome you all to this new video from Guidance Education channel. In order to calculate the formal charge on the atoms present in a polyatomic molecule or an ion, first we need to represent that molecule or ion by electron dot diagram. Anyway, in this video, we will be discussing the formal charge on molecule. We will do formal charge on ions in next video. We already know that electron dot diagram does not give an idea of the shape of the molecule, but it does help us to calculate formal charge on the atoms in a molecule or ion. In this video, as I said earlier, we will discuss how we calculate the formal charge on a molecule. Let us take up the example of ozone molecule. Calculate the formal charge on the different atoms in ozone molecule. Ozone molecule is O3. That means there are 3 atoms of oxygen in one molecule of ozone. Each oxygen atom has 6 valence electrons. That is, there are 6 electrons in its outermost shell. So, all the 3 oxygen atoms together will have 6 into 3, 18 electrons. When we finish representing the electron dot diagram for ozone, there should be only 18 electrons. Okay, now we will represent the electron dot diagram for ozone molecule. These are the 3 oxygen atoms with 6 valence electrons in each atom. Now we will show the valence shell overlapping and octet formation. For convenience, we will mark these atoms as 1, 2 and 3. Now atom number 1 has 8 electrons in its outermost shell. It has shared 2 of its electrons with 2 electrons of atom number 2. Now atom 2 also has 8 electrons. It has shared 2 of its electrons with 2 electrons of atom number 1. From the diagram, you can see that atom number 2 shares 2 electrons with atom number 3. None of the valence electrons of oxygen atom 3 participate in bond formation. The bond is formed by 2 electrons of atom number 2. So, we find atom number 2 is bonded with atom number 1 by a double bond and with atom number 3 by a single bond. We can represent it in a better way. These 2 electrons of atom number 2 can be represented like this so that it is more clear. For this single bond, atom number 3 is not contributing any electron. That bond is wholly formed by 2 electrons of atom number 2. Now we can show the bonding and the electron dot diagram. The 2 shared pairs of electrons between atom number 1 and 2 is shown here by double bond, and this single pair of electron is shown by the single bond between atom number 2 and 3. These are the 2 lone pairs of atom number 1, and this is the lone pair of atom number 2, and these are the 3 lone pairs of atom number 3. After the bond formation, all the 3 atoms have 8 electrons in its outermost shell. How many electrons are shown in all? We will count and check. 2 plus 2, 4 plus 2, 6 plus 2, 8 plus 2, 10 plus 2, 12, plus 2, 14, plus 2, 16, plus 2, 18. So, there are total 18 electrons. I hope it is clear. The molecule is represented like this and there is no net charge on the molecule. When the bonds are formed and when electrons are shared, atom number 2 and 3 as per this diagram acquire charge. Now, we will proceed to calculate the formal charge on these atoms of oxygen in ozone molecule. There is a small formula for calculating it. Formal charge on the atom is equal to valence electrons VE minus non-bonding valence electrons NBVE, that is number of electrons shown as lone pairs minus half the number of bonding electrons BE. Now, formal charge on atom number 1 is equal to valence electrons 6 minus non-bonding electrons 4 minus half of bonding electrons. Bonding electrons also is 4. So, half of that is 2. So, 6 minus 4 is equal to 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. So, the value comes to 0. That means atom number 1 has no formal charge, or the formal charge on atom number 1 is equal to 0. For atom number 2, valence electron is again equal to 6 minus non-bonding valence electrons is only one lone pair. So, minus 2 minus bonding electrons is 6. So, half of that is 3. 6 minus 2 is equal to 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. That is positive 1. So, the formal charge on atom marked as 2 is positive 1 or 1 positive. Now, for atom number 3, again valence electron is 6. The non-bonding electrons are 6. So, 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. Bonding electrons is 2. Half of that is 1. So, 0 minus 1, that gives minus 1. So, the formal charge on atom number 3 is 1 minus. We already know that molecules are neutral. They don't bear any net charge. This positive and this negative charge cancel each other. So, the net charge on the molecule is 0. That is, the molecule is neutral. Here, atom number 3 is actually gaining one electron from atom number 2. That is why it is developing one negative charge. Similarly, atom number 2 is losing one electron because it has formed a bond with atom number 3 using 2 of its electron. Therefore, it is developing one positive charge. These bonds are all formed by sharing of electrons. Electrons are not totally transferred from one atom to another. I hope these points are all clear. If you know how to draw the electron dot diagram and then find out the valential electrons, number of lone pair electrons and number of shared pair of electrons, then it is easy for you to calculate this formal charge. We will meet in the next video with the next important topic. Till then, bye. Take care.